Hi, this is Stephen here from Share Navigator with our daily update on our short-term stock trade ideas. So just to clarify, these are all fundamentally sound companies that we have screened through thousands of stocks. They have recently been oversold. They may continue to be oversold, so that's your risk warning. We've looked at our price targets internally. We've gone through our equity scan, which is a proprietary share navigator tool. So, for example, with Tyler Technologies, you can see the share navigator target price and the analyst target price. And we've gone through all of the margins, etc., and debt to equity with each particular stock. And at this moment in time, there's no red flags on those. So we bought Alaska Airlines yesterday. You can see up here that the long-term target price for this stock on equity scan is $68. However, our short-term target price is 56. So for those of you who are looking to short-term trade, we're really looking to trade it back up to the 20-day moving average, which is about 15% higher from where it is. So we got into that yesterday, and our timing might be bang on because in pre-market today, it looks like the stock is going to open up about 1%. So we'll see, does that trend continue? The next one that showed up on our screen is Boston Scientific. Long-term target price is $119. Short-term target price at the 20-day moving average is $100. It's currently at 95. So we just used this little price tool here. That would indicate from yesterday's close, if we bought in at yesterday's close, about 5% upside potential on a short-term trading basis. Fiserv is the next one. You can see there, long-term target price 181, short-term 132. It's currently trading at 126. So that's about 5% upside potential for that particular stock. Flutter. So this is one actually we would consider a longer-term investment as well. So for those of you who want to go long-term, this got hammered recently because the Labour government in the UK are talking about bringing in a betting tax at their next budget meeting, or at least they're starting to float that now. And of course, you can see that was your big red candle here. So that's a negative for the stock, obviously, but it's a very, very strong brand. The fundamentals going forward look very strong. However, you will have to bear in mind that if a tax does come in, their operating margins are going to get squeezed slightly. So you would imagine that will be a negative. So we've adjusted our price to earnings ratios and our price to sales ratios to accommodate that. And we're still coming out with about a 2,500 target price on this. Shouldn't be in dollars, should be in sterling here, by the way. This floated on the UK exchange. So short term, we're looking at a target price here of 2077. So just in terms of upside potential in the short term, if there was a bit of a reversal here, you could be looking here at something in the region of 11%, 10-11%. So we like Flutter as a short term and a long term trade. FMC Corporation, long term target price 45, short term 36. Again, you can see it's on the lower Bollinger Band, and short-term upside potential there is about 13%. So there's significant upside potential there. Again, we're looking at stocks here, just to remind you again, that have been recently oversold. You can see RSI is below 30 on this particular one, which is deeply oversold, and it's at the lower end of its Bollinger Band. And the idea is that eventually these stocks revert back to the mean. They don't always do that. They can walk the band lower, so don't ever forget it. And you need to do your own due diligence on each stock. GoDaddy is another one. This has reached a support area, so this has got interesting for us. RSI is below 30, and you can see the long-term target price is 176. It was up there, in July. Short-term is 143. In terms of upside potential on the short-term trade basis, you're looking at about 9%. And then the final one there is Tyler Technologies. The long-term target price 693. A short-term trading target price is 537. And that would indicate a nice return here of about 7.5%. A word of warning on this one. I don't like the fact that it's created a new low. So if you come out here and you look at these two lows over here, they've been wiped out. That's not a good sign. It still doesn't mean it can't rebound in the short term, but I'd have a word of caution on that one. That would, let's say, it's less desirable at this moment in time than the GoDaddy one. GoDaddy one it looks like the previous support is held for now, at least. What we do like to see on these as well before we enter these trades is that these lower lows that they're creating stop. So if you look at Alaska Airlines, for example, we went in yesterday, it created a new lower low yesterday, but you see, this was a long-term investment as well. Boston Scientific, you can see we like this one now because the lower lows have stopped. Having said that, there was a big wick down here yesterday, a big drop yesterday at some stage. So that's a little warning sign there. Um, Fiserv continues to make lower lows. Flutter, this is today's trading now. Flutter, it's doesn't seem to have created a new low just yet, so that's a positive sign there. FMC is creating another low, so that's the only thing we would say to you is just watch out for them. So probably the most likely one we're looking at going for here would be something like GoDaddy or even Boston Scientific. And if we go ahead and trade those, we'll let you know. Okay, this is Stephen with an update on our short-term stock trade ideas. Thanks and bye for now.